Hey guys, Ollie here and welcome back to the GameStorm YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing a system overview on GSPC-4. Now GSPC-4 is your sort of mid to entry level high end gaming PC that will be good for entry level to mid level video editing, especially because you've got that quad core i5 and the GeForce GTX 960 paired together. So let's get right into it. As mentioned before, the processor for this build will be an Intel Core i5 4440 at 3.1 GHz. And this is a quad core processor that is going to benefit your gaming as well as not bottleneck the graphics card at all for this particular build. This quad core will advance in multi-threaded workloads like video editing and photo editing, also be excellent for games. Ollie actually has one of these and he uses it in tandem with a GTX 980 and it doesn't bottleneck that, so there's going to be no way there is going to be a bottleneck in this system. I personally really like this processor, and for only £143 it comes in at a really nice price. The motherboard for this build will be a Gigabyte GA-B85 HD3 ATX LGA socket 1150 board that sports 4 slots for RAM, ultra durable caps and chokes and power delivery system that Gigabyte have to offer, as well as extra software and things that you can pick up with this Gigabyte board. Also, being a Gigabyte board, you get the legendary reliability as well as decently good I/O, and all of this wrapped together in a price point that's only £69 depending on where you look is an absolutely brilliant bargain. For the RAM in this build, we are going for 8GB of Kingston HyperX Fury. Now this is a DDR3 1600MHz kit that I have used in several builds before. Never goes wrong, runs great, it's a perfect high performance kit that will suit this build perfectly. Only £53 around about depending on where you look. You really can't go wrong. Storage for this system will be a Seagate Barracuda 1TB 3.5-inch 7200rpm drive. No surprise here, you've seen this drive being put into GSPC-1, GSPC-2 and GSPC-3 and now GSPC-4. The reason we're putting it in all the builds is because it's a rock solid stable drive. Rob has one himself, he swears by it. It's a 1TB drive, so you get all those 1000 gigabytes of space to toss your stuff around in, as well as it's a 7200 RPM drive, so it will not slow down on you. Brilliant for only £37 depending on where you look. Now getting on to the real meat of this system is the graphics card that is going to be providing you the best gaming experience possible at this price point, as well as CUDA acceleration for video rendering. Is the Asus GeForce GTX 960 Strix from Asus. I have a 980 Strix, Ollie has a 980 Strix, Rob has a 970 Strix. We love the Strix cooler, we can't get enough of the Strix cooler. It is so quiet, runs so cool, cools the card perfectly. The 960 is a perfect card for the Strix cooler. As well as it being a 960, you're going to get all that good performance, all those good I/O options, as well as it's only going to draw 120 watts from your power supply at max load. That is stupid. It's Maxwell, so it overclocks like a champ, runs like a champ, and is overall a champ for this price point. We love this video card. The case, we are going for an NZXT Source 220 ATX mid-tower case. Now, this one isn't actually available for prices on this site. You guys can find it on other sites though, such as Amazon and other places like that. I think you can still find them, but I'm not quite sure. Kai actually has this particular case. He really likes it. It suits his build perfectly, fits his parts perfectly, does everything that he needs it to do whilst maintaining a cool looking, cool running, quiet system. I really like this case personally. Now, the last part will be a Corsair CSM 550 watt 80 plus gold certified semi-modular power supply. Now this is a CS like we put in GSPC-3. We like the CS's. I've got a CS, Rob's got a CS, Ollie's got a CS, Kai's got a CS. We all use the Corsair Builder Series power supply because they are so reliable and cool running, and they supply perfect clean electricity to our systems. Now the CS is 80 plus gold, so it's going to be that little bit more efficient than the 80 plus bronze, and at only £64 you can't really go wrong with this power supply. It's semi-modular, so you only need to connect the cables that you want. Perfect all-rounder, this power supply. So just to wrap it up, this system is going to be perfect for your high-end, mid to high-end gaming, as well as mid to high-end video editing, I guess, if you put it that way. Good for CUDA acceleration and other photo work with that quad-core processor and the GTX 960 paired up in the same system. Anyway guys, we hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure you check the links down in the description. Go over to our Facebook page and join our Facebook support group, as well as like the page. You can find out and support our cause there. Also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.